the biggest mistake that a boat buyer could make?
Dealing with the wrong broker, and I'll tell you why. When you go to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show and you walk around, listen to what brokers are telling their clients. And I've heard more brokers out there tell their clients, oh, we can charter the boat for you and make money. That is the biggest fallacy in this industry. There is no such thing as making money in the boat charter market except the 60-foot catamaran market in the Caribbean. Other than that, you can break even for a few years, but then you're going to lose money for the next few years. So if you break even, you're extremely lucky. Chances are you'll lose money. However, it's not a total loss because there's a lot of tax benefits to it. So if you're chartering, it's now a commercial business and you have a lot of tax benefit. So the second biggest thing I hear, they just reinstated the 100% depreciation on yachts recently, and you see all the ads in the magazines from these hotshot brokers saying that, oh, buy the boat, you can write it all off in 1 year. Well, there are people that can do that, but it's very, very difficult to do because the rules are so tough. And I guarantee you that these guys telling their clients to do it don't know the rules. But our company lawyer is the best maritime lawyer in the industry, and our tax lawyer is the best tax lawyer in the industry. Now, they're very expensive, but in the end, it's worth every penny of it. So when your broker tells you, oh, you'll write it all off in 1 year, it's not true. We do it. We've got 2 or 3 we've done in the last year, but we've also had 10 or 12 that we've said, it isn't going to work, you can't do it. The biggest issue is if you close on the deal on January of 2025, you as the beneficial owner can't get on the boat till the next calendar year.
Wow.
Makes it tough.
Wow.
As the owner, you also have to be an active participant in the management of the boat, but yet you can't get on it.
Right.
There's so many things about it that scare me. So what I do when he says I want to write it off, I give him the tax lawyer's phone number and say, have your accountant call this guy.
Yep.
So another good tool we use, it works in a lot of cases, is if the client has a big tax obligation and he has a boat he needs to sell, we donate the boat. Now it's good for the client. I've done a number of them and I've never had an issue with it. It's always worked well. It's been audited. If you use the right company to do it. Not every company's legitimate, but there are some, and we refer them to them. And we have the 501c3 talk to their accountant, figure it all out. We handle we do everything for them. That's a good tool to use if you need to.
Smart.
One of my clients has a $100 million tax liability this year, and we're talking about ways to help them with that.
Wow.
So, don't you wish you had a $100 million tax liability?
Just a cool
oh my God.
$100 million tax liability. Anything else you want to share with us today?
Well, I think the important part for anybody that's considering this is pick up the phone and call me. I'm going to tell you the truth. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If it's meant to be, I promise I'll make it the most fun that you've ever had. We'll make it a good experience. Go from there.
This industry is amazing, and I think that there are a lot of people that look at yachting and go, I want to do that.
Yeah.
How easy is it to become a yacht broker, enter this industry? What does that look like?
It's not easy by any stretch. When I started, I went a long time before you sell your first boat. I tell brokers when they start with us, they have to have at least a year's worth of money stashed to live with before they can count on commissions. They may get a few small ones. People don't come into this business and start selling 100-foot boats.
Right.
They come in selling 30 and 40-foot boats.
Right.
And the commissions aren't great. And all of these brokerages, you pay all your own expenses. You pay your own transportation. If you come to the Cannes Boat Show, it's expensive. It's an expensive business to do. Not everybody's cut out for it. We've had a lot of used car salesmen, and car salesmen try to be brokers and they can't do it. Have a personality where you firmly believe that relationship building is the most important thing in this industry. You stand a shot at it. The most important tool you have is your personality and knowledge. So if you don't have a boat in the boat show, you still should be here going through boats and learning about the boats and learning about the builders and learning the pros and cons to every boat, so that when you talk to your client, you talk with a basis of knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, the people we deal with, the clients, are the smartest businessmen in the world, and they're going to see right through it in 2 seconds that you're full of crap.
Yeah.
Hell, you don't have to be a genius. I barely got out of high school. I went in the Army, but I think I've developed over the years a personality, and and I'm honest, and I think it comes through. One of the best tools I have now is AI. I'm horrible at writing emails, and so I just put them in AI now. But I mean, if you could read some of the emails I sent the clients, they think I'm a third grader.
No.
But when they get to know me, it works. It does work. And have I lost clients? Sure I have, and we all have. You don't win every battle. In fact, you lose more than you win. But there was an individual, when I first started selling boats in 1990, I think it was, on Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. We were the top Baja dealer, and I was the top salesman in that company. There was a family that came to me and bought a boat. They had a house on the lake, and they had a son who was about 5. And, it was cool. We showed them the boats, and they bought a boat. And over the years, I got to know them. And then I went on to brokerage to do what I'm doing now. They called me when this kid was like 15 years old, and he wanted to be a yacht broker. And so they brought him to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, and I took him around the boat show. And today, he's a yacht broker in Florida. And his older sister now is a chef on one of our yachts. And so I brought him into the family, and his mother hates me for bringing them all to Florida because they live in New Hampshire. But he has a personality to be able to do it. Not everybody does.
Steve, it's always such a pleasure.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I learned
you.
so much being in this industry in 8 years, and I still learn so much from you.
I know, it is crazy. Hey, I've been 30 years and I'm learning stuff every day.
Hey, if you're not learning,
Yeah, that's
you're not
right.
living.
Yeah, I know. That's true, yeah.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you. I'm glad we did this.
Me too.